Greetings, and I welcome you now in the love and light of the One Infinite Creator. Wish to do a tarot reading for you all. This reading is for Gemini. With all that being said, I'm going to give the deck a quick shuffle, and we'll get straight into your reading, Gemini. Okay, when I say quick, I really meant it. Okay, in the past, the High Priestess reversed. You weren't being honest with yourself, You could have really balanced out the energies and become more attuned with the God or the Creator if you had been more honest in the past. In the current energy, we get the Five of Swords reversed. You're failing to overcome issues, or failing to overcome other people and their and their energies. It could also represent like you being defeated, in some way. In the future, though, we get the Nine of Swords reversed, representing you overcoming stress, you overcoming worry, you overcoming doubt, not letting things get a hold of you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You don't let things carry over, and that's good. It's just the past that you need to work on. You need to let go of things. You need to, like, some people believe in cutting cords. I don't really believe in cutting cords. I believe in letting go of things, not ever really attaching a cord in the first place, is usually the best scenario. Unless somebody is meant to be in your life, do not let them in your life. And be honest with yourself, and love yourself, and life is golden. At that point, if you can just be like the hermit and go within, and see things from a higher perspective, not necessarily need exterior influences to be the best version of yourself. It doesn't matter if people defeat you, if you have to go through a Ten of Swords moment where you're utterly defeated, I've had one of those. I've been in a pool of my own blood. Not necessarily blood, but spit anyway. But I mean, like, that was my Ten of Swords moment, and I went through that and I changed dramatically. Why? Because pain is a catalyst. Pain is a catalyst for growth, and it helps you grow and become a better person. So even though you've been defeated at this time, it doesn't mean that you're always going to be defeated. Because, God looks at what you do, So, if you learn to be honest, if you learn to connect with the spirit, or God, or the Creator, or, or at least with your guides, even if that's just your ancestors, or, you've got to be connected with somebody, I don't know. Or I don't know. You got to be, I don't know, You can't completely always close yourself off from the world, though, So the Hermit can be a dangerous energy, too, and now that I think about it, I don't know if it's necessarily the epitome to be, up on high and all secluded off to yourself. It's not necessarily the epitome of anything, but the epitome is really the world. The world is really the epitome of experience and of life. I don't see the world in your reading. You got two reversals here, and you got three reversals, but one of the reversals is one of the best cards to get reversed. So things are going to work out in the future, but there's the past things to work out, and it's going to be about letting go of what you can't change at this current time. So with all that being said, I leave you now in the love and light of the one infinite creator. Namaste.